This is the video for the VEX VR number maze. We're going to start with level 1. If we take a look at level 1, we're being asked to navigate this maze, moving our VR robot from the green square, which is here, to the red square up here. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward linear program. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to our playground and we're going to load our wall maze in. And you're going to notice that wall maze has the same as our assignment does. So we're here and we need to end up here. And again, this is just a pretty straightforward linear program. So we're going to start off and we want our person to drive. Now, we don't have our grid squares on here, so I've pre-done this. So you're going to look, it's not going to be a straight 200 millimeters. Through some trial and error and looking at this, I found it's about 240 millimeters. If we can see, that puts us here. We're going to make a left-hand turn at 90 degrees. So again, I'm going to change this to left. And then we're going to move forward again about that 240 millimeters. So that puts us here. So we're going to make that right-hand turn at 90 degrees. And then again, we're moving forward. And we're going to move forward that same 240 millimeters. So again, that puts us here, which again is a left-hand turn. I know this is a very long linear program. There's not a lot of complexity to it. And then again, at that point, we're going to drive forward our 240 degrees. So our next is to make a right-hand turn. Again, we're at that 90 degrees. And we're going to drive forward a little bit longer this time to 280 millimeters. Now, you can always hit your play button to check and see how you're progressing at this. And you can see as our program runs through, we're going to be ended up here. So I can stop my program. And I know at this point, I'm going to make that left-hand turn at 90 degrees. And then I'm going to drive forward again at my 220. So that puts me here. So I know I'm due for a right-hand turn again. And again, this, I'm making it look easier than it is by keeping track of where I'm actually at, and as I've done this already on paper. But you might want to check yourself as you're running through your program. So again, I'm going to make that right-hand turn at 90 degrees. And this time, again, because we can see I'm right about here at this point, I'm not driving forward that normal 220. What I'm going to drive forward is 700 millimeters, which brings me right to this point, which we can see then I need to make a left-hand turn, again at that 90 degrees, and I'm going to move forward 240 degrees, or 240 millimeters. So as you can see, I ran it off screen that my robot is here now. So I'm going to make a right-hand turn at 90 degrees, and I'm going to drive forward 480 millimeters. At that point, I need to make another right-hand turn at 90 degrees, and I'm going to drive forward now 720 millimeters. Again, which puts us right in this area here. At this point, I'm going to turn left at 90 degrees. I'm going to drive forward 260 millimeters. I'm going to make another left-hand turn. At 90 degrees, and then I'm going to drive forward at 220 millimeters. I will make a second video as I'm about to be cut off showing the rest of this program.